So from future stars to present superstars under pressure. And yes, Osimhen controversy star in AFCON hot water. Victor Osimhen's fiery temperament has once again sparked debate at AFCON. His intensity defines Nigeria's attack, but critics worry it could cross the line at crucial moments. And let's start from here. Is Osimhen's aggression a weapon Nigeria needs or a ticking time bomb?
I think it's a ticking time bomb because when it explodes, it's going to explode in everybody's face. But at the moment now, we just have to manage it because of the situation where we are at ongoing right now. What I mean by situation, the progress we are actually making now, the African Cup of Nations.
But to look at this Osimhen issue, will you say there are no strikers with the same temperament and they ended up being top in their careers in Europe? You know, Osimhen's issue is not as if he's arrogant. It's more or less the passion on the field. You heard what he was telling Lookman. It was a clear statement. Play for the team. It was clear as daylight. Play. And sometimes when the team wants to win, these kinds of things are not far-fetched. Yes, it was just maybe a bit brutal saying it in front of the camera, while some others say it in the dressing room. What say you?
Well, I think it's a necessary thing for him to have done in that kind of game where we are already leading by 3 goals by then. You know, and Lookman, to be honest, has been the best player on the pitch that day. And if you ask me overall between Lookman and Osimhen, who has been Nigerian best player at the ongoing African Cup of Nations.
No, this is not. You are comparing. See, you are taking this conversation. You are not talking about the best. We are talking about that decision at that point in time. Was Ademola Lookman right not to set that pass? At that point, you know that, see, the complaint was not about Ademola Lookman's performance the whole game. It was at that point in time. Was he right not to set the pass?
Well,
or was he wrong?
Ademola Lookman is an attacker that wants to get the goal, like every other attacker there. But if you look at before that time, Ademola Lookman has already provided.
Don't go back to that time.
No.
Let's narrow it down to a yes or no. When Ademola Lookman was in that position, should he have passed the ball or take the shot? I need an answer.
I think he should take the shot. You know, because there's no any guarantee that if he passes the ball, the person that he passes the ball will also get the goal. And like I said,
you are taking it beyond what I am asking, because realistically, if you remove sentiment, Osimhen was in a better position. He was in a better position to get the goal. And now looking at it, where Lookman was, it was a tight angle. Now, at that point, forget what Lookman has done all the moment of the game. We're talking about that situation. What if it was a nil-nil situation? Wait, at that point in time, if you were Ademola Lookman, would you have passed the ball or tried to hit on target?
Well, it's two-way, like you said. If the game
just answer the question. If you were there, what would be your decision?
Let's start by saying the standard of Ademola Lookman, his own pedigree or the caliber of player he is. I think he would definitely go for the goal. And why we are having this conversation?
You are taking it. Wait. No. You are taking this thing off point. I just want you to answer. Leave Ademola Lookman the big name or whatever. We are talking about decision making at a particular point in time, which gave back to Osimhen's complaint. Was Ademola Lookman right to take that attempt at that point, or to set a pass? So if you were Ademola Lookman, would you set a pass or go at goal? Which one would be the best decision that the coach will not complain, bearing in mind that the team needs that goal.
Well, I think I will go for goal. What I'm saying,
yeah,
because
so that's just what I want.
I just want to clarify something.
See,
Why saying
no, there's no.
If
there's no
reverse was the case, if it was
no.
Victor Osimhen that was there with the ball then and it goes for goal,
do you know that
complaining. People will be saying
no. This thing you said. Yeah. Go and check the Nigeria's first game. The goal Ademola Lookman score. Osimhen was in a good place to take it. Listen. No.
You can't be passing.
You're making a mistake. Wait. You're making a mistake. Listen. When you're making a mistake, is you are talking about instinct. No, it's not instinct. It's about being. See, some like for instance, I change. There are times that as an attacker, you know that you should pass this ball and you take it. See, against was it Tunisia or Tanzania? The ball Osimhen passed. He could have taken it on goal, and Osimhen had not had a goal in that tournament at that time. Listen, and he passed that ball to Ademola Lookman. He could have taken it, but Ademola Lookman was in a better place to score. So that's what we are talking about. Now, when you look at, see, Nigerians are very emotional. When we talk about these kinds of things, we should be practical about it. What if the scoreline was 0-0?
But the scoreline.
See, let me now tell you.
So
if the scoreline, see, one thing about footballers is this: if the scoreline was 0-0, most likely, the way he took it was the way we most likely take it, because instinct. Now we are talking about decision making, because Osimhen complained about the decision he made at that particular point in time.
Well, Victor Osimhen is not the manager of the team. Though I feel he has the right to also feel agree or complain that you could have passed the ball, or probably I'm in a better situation to get the goal, a better position to get the goal. But at the same time, you look at it based on the way the match is going. We're already leading by 3-0 as at that time, and Ademola Lookman already provided one assist. In fact, the goal Victor Osimhen scored, I think the second goal, Victor Osimhen scored I think two goals in that game. The second goal was provided by the first one I think was Akon Adams that provided that.
I think the two was Lookman.
So I think since the game is still ongoing and we're already 3 goals up, I think Ademola Lookman has the right to be selfish in that position at that particular time. So for Victor Osimhen, yes, you can make complaint, but you shouldn't take it too personal, being too aggressive. Not just to Ademola Lookman only alone. You hear what he was saying to his other teammates, telling them to fuck off. It's not necessary.
Now, see, I'm not trying to defend Osimhen, but if you understand the passion, for instance, we all enjoy when Osimhen plays and he gives everything. Now, it comes with something too, the intensity and the passion. It comes from the way you speak. It comes with anger, sometimes annoyance, because you always want to win. And let me now tell you, if we now say it's not justified to be angry, or to be angry that Ademola didn't pass that ball, then we should think again. Because, see, now you are saying Ademola was right to take it. But let me now put the question to you like this. If it was maybe a 0-0 or a 1-1 situation, and Ademola was put in that position, what do you think Ademola should do? Take it at go like that? Just we need to be fast because of time.
Well, like you said, if the game was 0-0 and the situation like that comes up, it still goes on instinct. Some players will definitely pass.
We are talking about decision.
Yeah,
no, see, we are not talking about instinct. We are talking about what will be the right decision for Lookman to take there. Let's not drag it. What will be the right decision for you that you think Ademola Lookman should take? Just mention it and leave instinct.
Well, the decisions that will lead to go is what I think will be the right one.
And which one do you think will lead to go out of the two? Should he take it or pass the ball?
Well, if he thinks he can get the goal, then he should take the goal.
It's not about thinking. at that angle. If you play football, you know some angles are tight angles.
But
you saw some people are
get goals from that same angle.
And what I'm saying is this: for instance, getting goals at that angle most likely means the striker is not in a good position. And what he simply said was playing for the team. So if you were in that situation, what will be don't start dribbling it. Pick one. Will you square the ball or take it?
Right, I will definitely take it.
You take definitely. And while the discussion was on, the dog came into the studio. The dog, you're welcome.
Thank you, Yemi. Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you, Apollo. Nice to be on the show with you tonight. And just before you continue, Yemi, you were talking about Demola Lookman and Osimhen's transaction. And I had the last position being that what would you do if you were found in that situation?
Yes.
As a footballer,
yes,
a lot of times you take your instinct. That's the first thing. You act after your instinct. You're looking at, okay, what's the best thing to do right now? Pass the ball or take a shot. Just before that incident happened, Ademola Lookman had a chance to score. He tried to score play, and it was intercepted by a defender. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
He was going to give it to Osimhen, and I just thought, why did he try giving it to Osimhen? He had the post, he had the keeper, he had the angle, but I think he wanted Osimhen to score a hat-trick.
Yeah.
So he just decided to give it to Osimhen, and the defender intervened. And I was here running the show with Paulo, and we screamed, why was he not selfish in that situation?
Oh.
So the next time he had a chance, and he looks at the opportunity, what if he has tried to score and it was intercepted again? Wouldn't we have roasted him? I personally would have called for his head. The next thing that happened was that Bruno Yemechi also did the same thing, and that was what triggered Osimhen. Because it was actually Bruno's issue that made him pounce on Lookman. And he was trying to tell Lookman that, look, I'm talking about the team, and it's not about you, it's about Bruno. So even when Ndidi was trying to stop him, I think it was his passion that made him wave Ndidi's hand off. He just waved him off because in his mind he wasn't fighting. He was just trying to explain to Lookman that it was not about you, it was about the last one, because Ndidi had no business, Bruno had no business taking that shot. He had made like 2 or 3 dribbles, a good chance. The best option to do was either give it to the left or square play to the right. But he decided to go and he ballooned it. And that was what triggered that issue. He hit somebody and went off to corner. And before they could take the corner kick, the imbroglio happened. For me, in my own opinion on that situation, yes, Osimhen has a right to his passion. Osimhen has a right to express himself. But your right of expression ends at somebody else's rights. Where your own rights infringes on somebody else's rights, then it becomes a bully. So you are termed bullying when you overextend your rights. Your right has gone beyond, you could have given me that ball, but he didn't give you. Then don't go and force it on his throat and say, but you should have given me that ball. No, he didn't need to give you that ball. You are all playing in the team to get a goal, and he had a chance, and he saw he could take it. Lookman had taken several of such chances. In fact, he became the World Footballer of the Year because of his exploit in the Europa League.
African Footballer of the Year.
African Footballer of the Year because of his exploits at the Europa League for Atalanta when he scored a hat-trick in the final. And it was because he took those chances, he didn't pass.
But there was nobody.
He had
in that situation, the best decision was to shoot.
No, the angles. He had 3 goals. One of them was a solo run. He had people he could pass to. He didn't pass. He went himself. He pushed the ball out to the center. He moved into the 18, and he feinted a move for the defender to shake, and then he took one shot that went to that angle. I remember this.
That was the last.
I think that's the last goal. Yeah, that was the last goal.
The first 2 were outside the box.
He had 2 of those goals that he could have crossed to somebody.
No. The first 2 was outside the box, edge of the box. Had to pick his corner and he picked it.
And he took the
shot. And that was the right decision.
He could have made a pass.
He could have made a pass. Why did he have to shoot from outside the 18?
There was no one in front of him.
No, he doesn't have to pass to the front. He could pass to Cataleri next to him, or he could pass to this guy. What's the name that was with him before he went to PSG? It was a guy on the left, but he decided to go himself, and he became a hero from that. So we're not going to blame Lookman for taking chances. Otherwise, what you're going to get is a redundant attack. Because if I make errors and I don't score, no, you will blame me for not giving.
The question here is not that Ademola should not take that goal. We, you know, he mentioned the scoreline. He mentioned different situation of the match. I'm not talking about different situation. I'm talking about in that situation. When you get that ball at that angle, with Osimhen there, and you have the sight at goal, what would you do? Would you square the ball, or you just take it at goal?
And he said he would score the ball.
He said he would take it at goal.
I'm
asking you.
No, but you said he would score the ball. Don't change it.
He said he would take it at goal.
The instinct.
Yes, that's you will square the ball.
So he didn't say square.
No, he said he will shoot. Yeah, that's what he will go.
Yes.
He will go for
So
goal.
I'm asking you, what would you do in that situation?
In that situation, under the circumstances,
Yes.
considering that the last two passes I tried to square didn't get through, I will take the shot.
That is what I'm trying to see.
And Osimhen has scored 2 goals.
2 goals.
At that point in time. Nigeria had a comfortable lead.
That is it.
And I have tried to make 2 of those passes that don't go through. I will take the shot.
You are adding the other issues that have happened on the field. I'm not adding. I'm just saying.
I am no. Yemi,
I'm
you can't.
just saying.
No. You can't separate. Yemi, don't narrow it. You cannot separate. You can't take an issue out of context. You cannot preach a message out of the environment and the culture where it happened. You can't take somebody's action out of him. There's no way people are judging Osimhen because of what he did there versus Lookman. People are judging Osimhen because of what he does over and over and over. So you cannot isolate Lookman's action from what Lookman had been and what he has experienced on that field. So also you can't isolate Osimhen from what he has been doing from the beginning of that game, from the beginning of the tournament, from the beginning of the qualifiers, and since Osimhen has become the big boy. So you can't isolate issues.
And one other thing is that Victor Osimhen should have known the player. What's his name? Lookman is a player that likes to, also wants to take
express
himself. And
this is not about expressing. I only asked a simple question. In that situation, you said you will shoot.
Yeah.
You said you will shoot, and I will square.
Beautiful. So
that's
your opinion.
That's my opinion too.
Beautiful.
So can elite
but viewers can also put in their comments, they can also tell us what they will do.
Yeah, they can tell us
you can
what
put
they
it in the comment section.
In the comment section and right there. And can elite teams win major tournaments without emotional control?
Elite teams can't win without emotional control, because what makes you an elitist is maturity in the first place. Barbarians are not elites. Everybody does whatever or uses passion here and there. You cannot be elitist. The word elite comes from organization, discipline, maturity, and order.
Can I bring this conversation into that Chelsea team under Conte? We know Diego Costa. We know he's hot-headed. We know Cantona. We know he's hot-headed. Won the league with Man. In fact, won the treble with Man U, Cantona. Won the double for Chelsea, Diego Costa. Now, emotional control.
Question: how many goals did Diego Costa score to win that league?
He scored over 20 goals.
Was he the highest goal scorer in the league?
No, it wasn't.
Was he the second highest goal scorer in the league?
But
no, it wasn't.
But his goals won Chelsea the league.
Hold on. Did he play alone?
His goals won Chelsea the league.
Wait now.
Now, the same way Osimhen is not playing alone.
Hold on, please. Because you are talking of elitists versus hooliganism or disorderliness or temperament disorder. You can't be elitist without order. Some people brought the ball into the space where the guy would jab it in. So even when you have a hot head, you know how to use your hot head to balance and play in the elitist organization. Because if you can't function in the elitist organization, the coaches, the technical crew, and the club will eject you. Osimhen was left out in Napoli for how long? many matches.
Why?
In spite of his importance. And in
When
spite of,
was that?
oh, please hold on.
No. I want to so that we put this in proper context.
After he won the league, and he was the highest or the best scorer, the MVP of Syria.
No,
it was not the MVP,
but he was the highest goal scorer, the golden boot for Syria, and they won the league. It was celebrated over. He had issues with the coach.
He didn't have issue with the coach.
He did. He had
He
issues.
didn't.
He had issues
Let
with
me
the
now
team.
explain this. He didn't have issue with the coach.
Did he
The issue he had was he lost a penalty, and the social media team were like racist with their comment on him, which he was justified to react, and even they had to apologize to him afterwards, and even the coach. So Spalletti
Okay, so-
and after that. The other time he was benched was the row in his transfer, where Conte already sat him down and he made up his mind that he was leaving.
So, two things now.
So Nigerians are taking that out of context.
Wait.
I don't think they are taking
Two
that out of
things. No, it's not
context.
out of context. It's because of Osimhen's character. You can't. I told you something. You cannot take an issue in isolation and deal with it. If you go to the law court today to go and deal with an issue, I'm glad we have a barrister with us in the studio. If you are going to deal with one issue of somebody stole something and they must punish him like this, one of the things they are going to consider is precedent. Has he done it before?
Yeah.
Number two, has he been doing it constantly, even after being reprimanded? Number three, does he have the tendency to do it again? Those are the things the judge will consider before he gives you a sentence. Go and find out. Verify. So it's not an isolated case of, oh, Osimhen talked to Lookman made this mistake and he should end it. No. Osimhen's issue is long-standing. Nigerians have been tolerating Osimhen's attitude. The way he rushed and lashed out at the press and the social media when they jabbed him. Social media jabbed you, they criticize. Are you the first they will criticize? Do you know how much Ronaldo collects on daily basis? Do you know how much Messi has collected on daily basis? I'm even talking of the biggest stars in the world that are like gods of football. Do you know how much they collected while coming up? Why Messi? Ibrahimovic, what's his name? Ibrahimovic complained. They always favor Messi. Social media went after him. Did he reply them? Oh, Messi was given penalty. He lost it. Chelsea won the Champions League because Messi lost the penalty against Czech. Did he reply them? Why was Messi the one to take the crucial penalty? Duh. Did he reply? He didn't reply. Even Ibrahimovic, he lost chances at that Chelsea match. Did he reply? No. Why will Osimhen go and be replying press? And then causing chaos. And you think that a player that is causing chaos in your club is not a cancer? It's cancerous.
Now, where I want to go.
So the club will have to punish him by putting him on the bench.
No. I want you to mention one situation where he has caused chaos in his club.
You mentioned it.
When?
The press, people. I'm going to quote you.
Oh, yeah, quote me.
The social media went after him. Abi?
Yes.
And then
the police social media account. Let's put it in perspective.
Please hold on.
Yeah.
Social media went after him.
Not social media. Police. See,
and
that's why
it's one person that controls
police account. Official account. In fact, official TikTok account.
Yeah.
Which is a social media page.
Yeah.
Hey, if you say social media, you're like generalizing, like
looking at the whole people.
I'm putting it in the perspective.
Yes.
Because even the influencers commented.
Wait.
Yeah.
The Napoli social media.
Yes.
Went after him, and then they punched him, and you said it was justified. Was that the word you used?
Yes, it deleted.
No. I just want to hold you by your word.
Yes, the reaction he made was the same thing Salah did this year. That you are saying that some other players don't.
Let me please hold on.
Yes.
He said he was justified to respond to them or to react.
He was justified to react.
To react. Are you supposed to react? If you have to react, did you seek counsel from legal and learned people of consequences of your reaction?
Okay, let me now give you make it like a question. What was his reaction after the issue?
You will tell me, you will brought up
That's
the
what
issue.
I'm telling you. The reaction you are talking about was that he deleted everything concerning Napoli from his page.
Now,
And he was not the first.
so
That was
Salah did the same.
okay.
Salah
Okay.
did the same. And
Yes,
we are all
wait.
talking about Mo
I
Salah.
can begin
But
to
I
count.
feel the same thing now.
Wait.
I mean,
We can begin to count.
Using,
Now,
you're using a very wrong example.
Salah
Okay,
did not
now let's-
delete anything about
Salah
Liverpool.
is even going to bury him further because Salah is still not out of that wood that he entered. Salah is still not favored in the at the outfield right now. If they are tolerating him and playing him, it's because they are tolerating him. Even before he left for Africa, how many matches was he sat on the bench for?
I think he was on a 3-match coming from.
So
Have you
let's not
forgotten
use
the
Salah.
last game? He came on and I think gave 2 assists.
Yeah, but
And the fans still sang his name.
that is the fans
Yeah, I mean,
for you.
But the same
They also-
Salah deleted every Liverpool stuff from his account.
Yes.
Well, you know,
Instagram account.
You are talking of the fans singing his praise. We're talking of the club management, the club official page. The club official page hit at you, and then you went ahead and reacted violently by deleting the everything about your what do they call people that feed you? Your
breadwinner.
your breadwinner, your benefactor.
Benefactor.
That's the word I'm using for.
Yeah,
Your benefactor that is paying your salary, that decide whether you will play or you will sit on the bench, or whether they will frustrate your career. You reacted by clearing them off. In other words, you called off their bluff. That to haze or to hades with them. So, are you telling me that is not a good reaction to be classified as poison or cancer? Do you expect the club to condone that? And yeah, come and get your jersey, go and play again. No, don't worry
And
about.
that was what the club did.
Don't worry
Actually,
about the reaction.
that was what In fact, I think after that incident, Napoli gave him a new contract.
Yeah, which he,
So if it was
he
that bad,
rejected
now
it.
in fact they even increased the salary
But after that
and they
incident,
apologized to him.
after that
But-
incident,
but-
Yemi, he started having issues
But-
with Napoli
How?
as a
When?
team.
When?
Because even his transfer, you remember his transfer was a lot strained because of that.
No.
Yes.
He wanted
No,
to
no,
leave.
no.
He wanted to leave.
He
They were
wanted
blocking
to
him
leave.
with
He was
no,
fund.
no.
They were raising the bar
No.
all the time.
No. Napoli wanted to cash in on him when he has told them bluntly that he was going to leave. And they gave him a new contract, increased his salary, and put a buyout clause of 120 million. So any club
which they
that
know
wants to
that the average club that want to buy him, it wasn't valued at 120 million at the time. The
think-
only players valued at over 130 million, if I remember then, was Dembele, Usman Dembele. I think it was another.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to your favorite YouTube channel. It's the Premier Sport Fan Center. Yes, it's Chelsea against Brentford on this watch-along edition. My name is Afola Adeyemi. I'll be your host for today. Running solo is what we are doing here today. And earlier, Manchester United stunned most of us by defeating Man City 2-0. Wow. Indeed, derbies can go either way. You never know. You just can never say never in a game of football. Chelsea attacking down the left via Garnacho. Garnacho into the box, cut left, but lost possession, and the referee says that will be a goal kick to Brentford. Second minute of that encounter it is. What is that? What was that? It went to the ground too easily. And I don't think the referee will be giving that kind of situation as a foul right there. So goal kick to Brentford at this point in time. Keller is the goalkeeper for Brentford, the former Liverpool goalkeeper that has been in fine form. I don't just know why Liverpool will trade this kind of a goalkeeper and get one from what is it called? Valencia or thereabout, and Brentford has a chance. Oh, but Chelsea will recover fast and get that one out of the way, while Brentford wins it back again. And it looks like the game will be a long day in the office right there at the Stamford Bridge in that stadium. So Chelsea nil. Chelsea nil. Brentford nil it is at this point in time. Let's just see if Chelsea will do the needful after dropping those unhealthy points they dropped. Maybe this time they will do the needful and at least take all 3 points against Brentford on this one. So it's game on in that encounter. Roberto Sanchez grabs the ball right there and he will pass the ball to his teammate. Because James is on the field today. And yes, the Chelsea captain is back. I don't know if he's bigger and better, but definitely not bigger. But maybe it's better. Who knows? Who knows at the end of the day right there. 50 minutes of that encounter. Chelsea nil, Brentford nil. A lot can still happen in this game. You never say never when it comes to the game of Chelsea, because many times we don't know what will happen when it comes to Chelsea's match, because you never know. Oh, you never know. Yes. Manchester United won their game 2-0, and they have moved up. Understanding. I think Manchester United would already be in the top 4 right now after. Okay, yeah, they moved up to 5th. 1 point behind Liverpool, who is the 4th place team. And from there, they can only keep moving up. After sacking their manager, their former manager, Ruben Amorim, and they just got the services of, what is it called? The services of Michael Carrick as their interim manager there. And well, will it work out? Time has a way of answering so many questions, especially the ones we find hard to answer. So any which way, Manchester United, who is now 5th on the log. I don't think the lowest they can go down to, I think, is 6th or 7th right there. And they are looking like a team that will be back in the top 4 right there in the Premier League. So Mbeumo scored the first goal, and Doku scored the second goal. So they defeated Man City 2-0 comprehensively after losing the first leg 3-0 at Etihad Stadium. It looks like Man City has not really gotten back to their mojo. We know the Man City we used to know. They just brought in Maguire into the fold. Semenyo also joined this January. And it looks like there will be an house on fire, but hey, this loss today will dash another blow to their title hopes, especially if Arsenal Football Club defeat Nottingham Forest today, and if they defeat Nottingham Forest, that will mean that they will go on top by 9 good points, and you don't want a team ahead of you with 9 points as at this stage of the season. And with the Arsenal's in stock, with the kind of players they have, you just don't want to go further than you thought away from them, because hey, it is Arsenal and Brentford attacking Chelsea right now. The number 20 with the ball, they'll pass the ball back, and it looks like Brentford are more or less like the big team in this encounter, where they are also currently they are leapfrogging Chelsea on the table. Let's see if at the end of the day that will be the case or not. So Chelsea started with Roberto Sanchez in goal. That's a foul against Garnacho. The referee says, yeah, Kayode, you fouled Garnacho right there. Kayode, the guy with the long throwing for Brentford, he does that a lot. Sends it into the box, and it can wreak havoc right there. So Roberto Sanchez with the ball finds Toussaint, and Toussaint tries to pass forward. The ball was blocked off for a goal kick by Thiago right there. So it's game on in that encounter. 10th minute it is, and it's Chelsea 0, Brentford 0 at this point in time. So Garnacho chased the ball. Oh, Keller had to slide that one out from that Chelsea attack. That could have been easily the first goal for Chelsea. Oh my, that was really close. And Enzo drops it for João Pedro. And the referee says that's not a foul, that they should get up. But I think VR will check that. And the referee says play on. And João Pedro stayed down right there. And Chalobah plays it out. And I think that should be a foul right there. I think he caught his leg right there. Let's see what the referee is saying. Wow. The referee says play on. That was a golden chance for Chelsea. What on earth was João Pedro doing right there? Going down so quickly right there. And it looks like he lost that ball already. Maybe that's why the referee decided to say play on in that one. And that will be a corner kick to Brentford at this time. And it looks like Brentford will try to eat up the attack right now. They're taking the game to Chelsea. Chelsea has no response yet. in that encounter. Roberto Sanchez in goal. Marco Carella, Tosin, Chaloba, and Reece James, the defenders. Reece James, the captain of Chelsea Football Club. First corner of the game goes to Brentford, and that explains why they've been dominant in this first half so far. Not really giving Chelsea breathing space as it is right now. So, corner kick to Brentford. The referee having a word with the players. The corner kick is taken. The ball was headed out for a goal kick to Chelsea. So Sanchez in goal, Cucurella, Bioyo, Chaloba, and James playing behind Enzo and Casado, playing behind Garnacho, Palmer, Neto, then Joao Pedro up front. So Chelsea playing from defense to attack, long ball forward by Roberto Sanchez for Pedro Neto to chase. He gets to it. Pedro Neto controls the ball, tries to attack the ball, drops it for Kopama. Kopama shoot. The shot kept rising way over the bar right there. So Chelsea lost another good chance. They could have converted right here. And also in the game between Liverpool, Burnley, still 0-0 in that one. Nothing much to talk about rather than Liverpool is currently dominating play right here in that encounter, and West Ham just made it 1 against Tottenham Hotspur. So West Ham lead in that London derby right there. So Brentford goalkeeper Keller plays in his teammate down the right, Henderson sends the long ball forward. The number 9 controls it, but he couldn't keep it in play. It will be a throw-in to Thiago couldn't keep it in place, so Chelsea will have that throw-in via Marco Carella. Carella with the ball right here. And yes, he's a Spanish international, arguably one of the best left back in the whole world as it is right now. So Brentford back in possession. Keller will send that long one forward. Chelsea concedes a throw-in to Brentford right there. Brentford trying to play from defense to attack. Long send the long one forward, but Reece James intercepts that. Pedro sends it back to Marco Carella. Garnacho with the ball, he turns it back to Mark. Mark to Tosin. Chaloba. Send it straight to Kopama. Kopama with the ball, straight to Chaloba. It's still Chelsea in possession of the ball right there. Kopama on the ball, finds Chaloba. Straight to Sanchez, who's cleared that one out, barring any mistake right there. Kopama drops it off for his teammate. It's James Chaloba with the ball right now. Sends it forward. It's James will get this one. Plays it straight to Enzo. Enzo will find Garnacho to run down the left. Garnacho with the ball. Tries to cross it, but was blocked off for a corner kick to Chelsea. So first corner kick for Chelsea in this encounter so far. So let's see if they convert this one, or maybe it will be another wasted opportunity. Taken quickly to Kopama. Casado with the ball. He turns it back to Kopama. Casado. Garnacho. Back to Casado. And the corner kick was completely wasted because they just had to pass back. Kopama gets the ball right now, drops it for Mark. Pedro Neto with the ball straight to teammate. Kopama also, the ball returns it back to Mark. Casado. Enzo. Chris James. Tries to pick up the run of Garnacho, but couldn't meet up with that one. And it will be a goal kick to Brentford at this point in time. So Brentford sends the ball forward. A free kick Chelsea and to Brentford, foul by Moises Caicedo. Straight to Chalobah. Chris James. Enzo Fernandez. That's a good chance. Ooh. Chelsea escaped that defensive breakdown. And that was a good play, but not so good of a finish. Obama controls this one straight to Pedro Neto. Chelsea trying to break down this stubborn Brentford defensive setup. Once it's Caicedo with the ball, Garnacho will try to take on his mark and cross into the box. And João Pedro tries to slide that one. But no way. It didn't go in. And look at that attack again. Dribble Chalobah. It almost became an own goal. Look at how Chalobah and I think the player should just have gone on goal. Why pass that ball? And Tosin almost deflected it into the back of his own net. But Sanchez reacted and just had to do the needful right there. So, came on in that encounter. Garnacho will run at the Brentford defender right there. Enzo Fernandez will cross this one. But the cross was headed out. Chris James with the ball right here. Chalobah on the ball right now, straight to Pedro Neto. A long ball forward. Makukaila drops it header for Moises Caicedo. Makukaila plays in Garnacho, who tried to run at his teammate. The ball drops back to Enzo, who lost possession. Thomas will take this one. Finds his teammate going forward. But 3 Chelsea players on him, and they couldn't keep pace. Right, they lost possession to Chelsea. Moses Caicedo with the ball. Yes. It's Chelsea. Chelsea nil. Brentford nil at the Stamford Bridge. Pedro Neto will take on his marker. Can he do with the ball? Tries to dribble past his teammate, his opponent. Caicedo tries to win back possession, but still lost it. Opama will get the ball right here to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo blocks that one, and the Brentford will attack, sets it the pass forward, but Cucurella intercepts that one, and Moses Caicedo wins it back. Sends it straight to his captain, Reece James. Chelsea trying to slow down the tempo of this game. Enzo Fernandez, who according to rumors has been on the books of PSG, we don't know how true that one will be at the end of the day, but he's one guy that is in form for Chelsea Football Club right there. And he has been one guy that has also matured, that had a lot of maturity to his game. Yes, his name is Moises Caicedo. So, game one in that encounter, Enzo Fernandez with the ball right here. Tries to send it straight to Garnacho. Garnacho will try to take on Coyote. Garnacho still with the ball, draws it for Enzo. Enzo tries to beat his marker. Guy was too tough, and that's a misskilled ball, and it's a goal to. Oh, the referee says offside. The referee says that one is an offside. Well, let's see what VR will say at the end of the day. I don't think this is an offside. I don't think this is an offside. I think this goal will stand. This goal will stand. So I think this goal will stand. Yeah, I think this goal will stand. Because when you check the line, most likely looks like João Pedro was onside right there. Especially checking the shoulder. Oh, I think this is onside. Let the referee decide. Check the shoulder of the player to the knee of João Pedro. I think this is onside. But let's see what the referee will decide. Currently, VAR is analyzing it. In 7 minutes of that encounter, will the goal stand? VAR, we are waiting. VAR will decide, and it's a goal. The goal stands. The goal stands, and Chelsea lead 1-0. 1-0 it is to Chelsea right now. So Chelsea lead at the Stamford Bridge. Look at that clearance from Coyote, straight to Enzo, to João Pedro. It's just the run of play right there, and we can't really say that that's the best build-up. But Chelsea fans will take it. They will take it 1-0 to Chelsea. So let's see from there what will happen if they can actually hold on to this lead and do the needful at the end of the day. Goal scorer is João Pedro. Now, so Brentford restarts play. If there's one thing you know about Brentford, they know how to come back into the game. One thing Chelsea can just do is try to seal it up. We saw what Sunderland did in this stadium. Funnily, they were almost the same color of jersey. After Chelsea took that lead, they came back and they won it at the death. So anything can still happen in this one. So they better try as much as possible to extend. And a shot straight Roberto Sanchez. That looks more like a back pass. I think the Brentford guard could have done a lot. Damsgaard should have done a lot better with that attempt. Yeah, I said it. Onside is because of that shoulder of that player. So you can see the manager having a word with the fourth official. I think the Brentford manager having a word with the fourth official. So let's see what will happen at the end of the day. If they are going to equalize right here on set, we'll keep you updated on happenings on other centers also. So stay with us right here as we are together and doing the needful and coming to your viewing pleasure to keep you engaged for the next couple of minutes or hours right there. So it's half an hour gone in West London, Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea lead 1-0 goal scored by Joao Pedro. And at the Anfield, right there, Liverpool just got a penalty kick. Liverpool just got a penalty kick right there. Look at that. So the team, Gakpo. Oh, I think VR will check this. I don't think he fell him down right there. That would be too soft. Oh, from this angle, I think it's another thing entirely. So it looks like the penalty will most likely stand. Look like the penalty will stand. Yeah, the penalty stands. Zoboslai will take this one. So can Zoboslai convert from the spot for Liverpool? 32nd minute for Chelsea, still 1-0 to Chelsea. So Zoboslai, will you convert this one for Liverpool? Give Liverpool the lead in that encounter at Anfield against Burnley. Zoboslai, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and he misses. Zoboslai misses that penalty straight to the woodwork. Oh, straight to the crossbar rather. Wow. Well struck penalty. Oh boy, he hit it too high. That's one thing, another risky thing about lifting your penalties up. Sometimes you can hit it too hard and cause something like this. But Liverpool will try to break down this stubborn Burnley side. Back to the game. Chelsea, Brentford right there. Brentford now in possession. Trying to break down this Chelsea side. Set it down the right. Cross the ball into the box. Tosin that one out. Cross back into the box. Marco Carella heads it out. So still in danger area. Kayode with the ball right there. Set it straight for his teammate. Returns it back to I think Anderson, if I'm not mistaken. And Brentford still trying to build up from defense to attack right there. So Sunderland Crystal Palace 1-1. It is 34th minute of that encounter. Well. Still going to be a long day of football this weekend. Today, Saturday, also tomorrow, and the Brentford still attacking, trying to see if they can break down this stubborn Chelsea setup. But Kukaela wins it back, and Enzo will set it straight for Garnacho. Garnacho on the ball right now. Drops it off for Enzo straight to João Pedro. João Pedro will try to run with the ball. Still Malone, he tries to shoot, but his shot was blocked. I don't know what's wrong with João Pedro. I think he needs to do more. He needs to do a lot better than he's doing. His approach, his body language in the game is not the best. I think that João Pedro needs to do a whole lot better with his attitude on and off the ball. He needs to take it more seriously, take the game more seriously. And Brentford set the ball forward on a cross into the box. Marco Carella dropped that one off for a corner kick to Brentford. Now Brentford looks like they are growing into this game. They can be very dangerous. I think Marco Carella could do better sending it to throw-in rather than corner kick in this situation. But corner kick it is for Brentford, and they will try to bend this one in. 36 minutes of that encounter. Liverpool still attacking with the ball, but still no goal yet. While missing Alexandre Isak, who will be out for a couple of weeks. And Florian Wirtz shoots this one. The corner kick comes, but the other went way off target. And the referee started spending his yellow card. And look at that ball right there. And yellow card to the Brentford player, Shade, right there. That'll be a goal kick to Chelsea. And Enzo Fernandez better check his tempers right there. Rather than getting unnecessary yellow card in that one. So free kick at the center line for Brentford. Straight to Kyle, they return back to his teammate Janelt. Across. And a touch, my goodness. Look at that. That was a golden chance for Brentford. I think that will be one of training ground routine right there. At the ball. Absolutely onside. The Chelsea goalkeeper was just saved by the woodwork right there. Look at that attempt. The goalkeeper would have just not been able to do anything about it right there. So Brentford gradually growing into this game. If Chelsea are not careful, they'll come back into this game in this first half. So Enzo Fernandez finds Garnacho. Tosin with the ball right here. Pato Sanchez. Set it straight for his teammates, but intercepted by the Brentford players. Brentford player attacking right there down the left. Coming at Chelsea, all gone and blazing. Ball deflected off. Caicedo gets it. That attempt went straight at Roberto Sanchez after that cross into the box. So 40th minute of that encounter, Chelsea still leading 1-0. Yes, this game can actually go either side right there. And the ref is Caicedo going down there. The ref says play on. And it's just that the goalkeeper was at the right place at the right time. Chelsea needs to try to contain this pressure so that they don't allow Brentford to come back into this one in this first half. It's still going to be a long day in the office for the guys. But let's see what will happen at the end of the day. So Brentford in possession right now for the first minute of that encounter. And Anderson with the ball right here, it will cross this one. Marco Carella blocks it. Anderson wins it back and loses it to Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro running down the right and plays it long for Pedro Neto to chase, and Pedro Neto attacking down the right. Drops it for Caicedo. Chalobah. Marco Carella. Garnacho. Cross into the box, deflected off for a corner kick to Chelsea. Let's see if they will actually make something out of this corner kick, or maybe do it the same way they did the last one, that they had nothing to show for it at the end of the day. So, with James, the cross into the box, terrible corner kick from Wiz James. Called for really bad corner kick from the Chelsea captain. He should be disappointed. And Liverpool finally takes the lead. Jones with the goal. 1-0 to Liverpool. And Tiki with also. And it looks like we got this goal. Florian Wirtz put Liverpool in front right there. And he keeps playing better. Look at that one. The keeper had no chance. Look at where he put it. Keeper had no chance. So 1-0 Liverpool in that encounter. And Pedro Neto attacks down the right with the ball, drops it off for Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer with the ball right here, gets into the box, cuts back. Cole Palmer drops it for Enzo, but the pass, misplaced pass right there. And they will try to attack Chelsea with that ball. And still, Chelsea wins back possession. Chalobah sends it back to Roberto Sanchez. Long ball forward. Oh, headed down by Brentford right there. So Chelsea and 1-0 up at the 44th, approaching the 45th minute of that encounter. Pedro Neto running down the right and a low cross and Garnacho miss. How on earth did he miss that? After getting 2 goals against Arsenal. Oh my God. Wow, wow, wow. How on earth did he miss that scoring opportunity? Wow. Sanchez sends a long one forward to no man's land. Brentford will attack with the ball right there. And let's see how many minutes the referee will add to this one. So 3 minutes additional time will be the number of minutes will be played left in this first half. 2 minutes plus cause the first minute is counting already. So cross into the box cleared by the Chelsea player right there. And Kopama wins back possession. Set it straight. Pedro Neto will run down the right. See Pedro Neto with the ball. And with a cross, deflected cross, headed out by the Brentford player right there. And that'll be a throw-in. A throw-in to Chelsea. Look at that cross. How on net did he miss that ball? What is this? Just a tap into the back of the net. Sanchez plays it long and far. The ball finds its way back to Roberto Sanchez. And it's still 1-0 in that game, Liverpool-Burnley. The goal scored by Florian Wirtz, the German machine right there. Ooh, is Brentford attacking down the right. And the pass down straight. The shot was blocked. And it will be a corner kick to Brentford. Look at that ball there. The shot was deflected. That was an on-time clearance by Moises Caicedo. Brentford has really thrown a lot at Chelsea today. And Janelt also is now on a yellow card for Brentford. So they need to be careful not to go one man down. Ross Tosin heads it out right there. And Kopama clears it. And the referee says he has had enough. So it's 1-0 at halftime to Chelsea. Also, Liverpool 1-0. The goal scored by Florian White. Florian Wirtz is the difference between the two teams as it stands right there. And Bayer Leverkusen now leads. Borussia Dortmund now leads 2-0. Liverpool leaders after 1-0. Sunderland Crystal Palace 1-1 at halftime. And Leeds Fulham 0-0 at halftime also. And Inter 1-0 at the 90th minute of that one. So still all to play for in most of those fixtures right there. So looking at the first half of the game between Chelsea and Brentford, expected goal is almost the same for the two sides, 0.77 each. The first half ended with Chelsea having 0.77 expected goal ratio rather. Also, Brentford had 0.73. Ball possession, Chelsea 56%, Brentford 44%. Total shots 7 to Brentford, 4 to Chelsea. 1 shot on target for Chelsea, 3 for Brentford. 1-1 big chances each. 2 corner kicks for Chelsea, 3 for Brentford. So 2 yellow cards for Brentford. So, all true. I think Brentford has looked very dangerous in this encounter. And Chelsea needs to be careful. Chelsea needs to be careful if they are going to take all 3 points in this one. They have to be careful. And you have to talk about Liverpool also. After losing that penalty, they came back strong. Look at that run from Ekitike. Brings it down. He tries to dribble his marker. Oh, they couldn't get the ball from him. Ran them through. Tries to play it. Blocked. Jones took it off. Finds flying width and he put it at the back of the net. So that's Liverpool leading 1-0 at the Anfield right there. And West Ham leads 1-0 at halftime at the White Hart Lane right there and the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Sunderland 1-1 Crystal Palace, and that's practically it for now. And let's see if maybe something else will happen in those fixtures right there. So, well, Chelsea, as far as I'm concerned, looks like a team that I'm not sure if they really know what they really want to do as it is right now. Because looking at the way they've gone about doing their business, it has not been the best. It has not been the best. It has not been the best. The former coach complained of a defender and complained of a defender, and they refused to give it to him, and that's one of the first signings they want to give to this new coach. It's blurry, it's not really clear, because if Chelsea had a good experienced defender, maybe Chelsea would be fighting for this league, because it's not as if the guys on top has been totally spectacular. It's just them Chelsea not doing the needful, honestly. It's just Chelsea not doing the needful. So if they could do the needful, they could have done a whole lot better in the transfer window from what they've done so far. So I think it's over in that one. Inter took it 1-0 in that Serie A fixture. Also, Real Madrid 2-0. It ended against Levante, and they are back to winning ways after experiencing 2 back-to-back defeat right there in the Super Cup and the Copa del Rey. So they lost out there, and they are back to winning ways. So halftime in all the goal rush fixture in the Premier League, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea. Leeds Fulham 0-0. Liverpool leads 1-0. Sunderland Crystal Palace 1-1, while West Ham lead away. I think the goal was scored by Somerville. Leading 1-0 at Tottenham. So let's see. So while we await the second half, it is a little update from the transfer window says that Manchester City that lost today 2-0 at the Theatre of Dreams have successfully gotten the signature of Maguire in the 20 million 20 million was 20 million pounds deal right there. So yeah. So we await the second half of the Chelsea game right there. While we wait for the second half of the Chelsea game to start, it's the third place of the AFCON that is about to start. 4-2-1-3, 4-3-3 formation for Egypt, and Salah present in the starting 11 right there. So, as far as I'm concerned, the third place is not that fixture that you want to pride in, because the main prize is tomorrow when Morocco will take on Senegal for who takes home the AFCON trophy right there. So Moses Simon is the captain today. In the absence of Victor Osimhen and Wilfred Ndidi. So Jan named Ogua to come in for Basi. Dele Bashiru Onyeka, the middle, and Onacho comes in for Victor Osimhen. So 4-3-3 it is. Yedika and Dele Bashiru in the middle with Chukwueze. The unchanged centre back except for Ugu that comes in for Basi, and Adams, Onacho, Moses Simon up front. So let's see, and the substitute right there. Let's see how far they can go with the result in that one. So the game is about to kick start. Nigeria will start this one. And a long ball forward for Onacho. Wins back possession. Moses Simon goes past two Egyptian players and lost possession of the ball. He miscued that one. I think he miscued that one. And Shimi Ajayi on the ball right there. And Focal match, they are back on the field. They are back. The boys from the bridge, they are back. They are back. It will be Lukman. Frank Onyeka, I think Victor Osimhen, if I'm not mistaken, are all on the bench today, including Ejuke. And I don't think the captain, Wilfred Ndidi, is in the squad at all. So Chelsea will start play right there. Chalobah returns it back to Roberto Sanchez. Pedro Neto with the ball right here. Marco Carella. Straight to Garnacho to Marco Carella. Garnacho. Moises Caicedo. Cole Palmer. Palmer finds João Pedro, who picks Cucurella. Cucurella set it for Garnacho to chase and gets to it. And Garnacho do the news, tries to take on his marker. Cucurella wins back possession. Neatly done. And that's how to do it right there at that point to prevent your opponent from getting into your key areas right there. So status quo still remain in the goal rush. In the goal rush games in the Premier League, 5 games going on right here, and it is status quo remains the same in those encounters. Nigeria has a corner kick 4th minute, a cross headed out by the Egyptian player right there, and Nigeria still in possession. Chukwu is running down the right, and yeah, that'll be a train to Nigeria. But back to the focal match. Chelsea concedes a throw-in right there, and 48 minutes of that encounter. It is Brentford in possession of the ball, and that was a good, well-timed clearance by the Egyptian player. He tried to avoid the corner kick for Nigeria, so I think Nigeria will have a throw-in, and I think he's in pain right now. Maybe he overstretched himself. Yeah, I think he's in pain. Yeah, for a needless stuff right there. So I hope you can continue. So Garnacho with the ball for Chelsea, sends it back to Cucurella, tries to play in Caicedo to Chalobah. Chalobah will play this one in straight to Pedro Neto, who will shield his opponent, who runs in with the ball, and he will try to shoot, attempt way off target. And I think Pedro so sixth minute of that encounter, Nigeria has a throw-in. So Brentford wins back possession and a long ball forward, 58th minute for Chelsea. Brentford building up and they will attack. And this is a good chance for Brentford to level up. And Roberto Sanchez saves it. Wow. That was a good chance. Brentford has been really wasteful. How did Chelsea leave it open at the back and concede that kind of a chance? Oh, it might also be an offside. So I don't know. Since Villa is having a word with the referee in the Nigerian game between Egypt and Nigeria. That's a clearance from Tosin in that Chelsea game, 54th minute, still 1-0 in that one. And Osai Samuel will start play on the 8th minute of that encounter from the throw-in. Nigeria wins another throw-in right there. So, throw-in it is to Nigeria. But Egypt wins back possession. Egyptian, we said this one was blocked off by Chukwueze and it's be a throw to Egypt right there. And still 9 minutes in that one. You can see the Nigerian manager pushing out instructions there. It looks like Tunisia might be one of those teams that wants him to come be their coach from reports, but we don't know how far that story will materialize at the end of the day, because if it goes to Tunisia, it will be one of those coaches at the World Cup, so you can't just hold him down. And when you look at it, in this second half so far, Chelsea have just been doing a lot of defending, with Brentford coming at them. And with the way Brentford is coming out, Chelsea can easily get additional goals to add to whatever it is they have. So they just have to just take advantage of this. So Osai Samuel set it straight for Edika to go to Bruno Yemechi running down the left, and it's Egypt who wins back possession. Edika with the ball right now. You can lose possession in the middle. Nigeria wins back possession. And it's Ogu with the ball right here. Straight to Shemi Ajayi. Picks Oyedika. Egypt in possession of the ball right now. Still is back to the number 2, his teammate. Number 7 with the ball for Egypt right now. Is Egypt trying to build up from defense to attack? And corner kick to Brentford in that one. So Egypt's back in possession at the 13th minute of that encounter. Trying to attack with the ball. Down the right. Salah with ball right now. Down the left. Egyptian number 7, Tracy Gouet, cross that one. Egyptian number 7, Tracy Gouet, cross that one. Headed out. Long ball forward. For Akko Adams to attack with the ball. What can he do? He goes to the right. He will shoot. Took a wicked deflection. Go straight to the Brazilian goalkeeper, Shobia. And it looks like Tosin might not be able to continue in that encounter. So Tosin and Garnacho has been withdrawn for Santos and Wesley for so look at that attempt again from Akko Adams. But went straight to the goalkeeper. Look at it. It took a wicked deflection. I think that reduced the venom. Akko Adams released the ball with. That went straight to the goalkeeper. And Brentford back in possession of the ball, still trying to see if there's a way they can come back into this one. But Egypt back in possession of the ball right there, the Egyptian with the ball. And it's still not so much happening yet in that encounter, Nigeria-Egypt. The third place of Morocco 2025 African Cup of Nations. By Sunday, we know we'll go home with the crown right there in Morocco. So it's Morocco who has a throw-in by Sobe, who sent it to his teammate Ashaw and back to the goalkeeper. And Rabia with the ball, set it straight to Enne. Enne will find Zizou. Turns it back to Rabia. And Egypt trying to calm the tempo of the game. And Egypt still in possession. Set it forward for them to chase. But one Bali was out at the right time. Cleared out one. And we'll go, we send it straight to Paulo Nacho. And the referee says that's an infringement against Paul Onacho right there. Look at that clearance from Mwabali. He had to do what he had to do. That's one thing about Nwabali. There's this confidence evolving around him, and that's a good chance for Nigeria crossing into the box, headed down by the Egyptian. Just to dribble, Chukwueze got the ball, but hey, went straight for a goal kick to Egypt. So goal kick to Egypt at the 18th minute of that encounter. Now, the Chelsea game. Brentford now has 6 corner kicks while Chelsea has only managed 2. And the 2, they wasted it with nothing to show for it. But Brentford has 6, and every time they have a dead ball situation, they look dangerous. So long ball forward, Ogu will return it back to Nwabali in that Nigeria-Egypt game. And it's going to be a throw-in to Egypt. And Chelsea will try to break from a counter. But Kopama lost possession right there, 61st minute of that one. So back to the Nigeria game. Egypt back in possession. Nigeria wins it back. Shemi Ajayi on the ball right now. And it has been a calm fixture so far. Nigeria-Egypt encountered the 3rd place of the AFCON. These two sides were ousted in the semi-final of the AFCON. So I think they would at least take it that it's not bad to get to the semi-final of a major tournament like AFCON. So long pass forward for Chukwueze to chase, but there was too much weight on that pass. And Egypt will have a throw-in right now. Sobi, we said it straight for Trezeguet. Egypt, Akol will send the long pass forward for his teammate to chase. But Nwabali will keep this one and set it straight to Onyedika. Onyedika tries to play in Moses Simon. Set it straight to Bruno. Back to Moses Simon. Faces marker. So let's see. And Moses Simon and he crossed into the box. Headed out by the Egyptian player. So Bruno Onyemechi will set the ball rolling back by sending the train straight to Shemi Ajayi. Shemi Ajayi straight to Chukwueze. And Osayi with the ball right now. Samuel Osayi, or some love to call him Osayi Samuel. And yes, it's Nigeria in possession, 20th minute of that encounter, still 0-0. And so let's see who will go back to their country with the bronze medal. And as far as I'm concerned, if CAF were going to listen to me, I would say they just abolish this 3rd place match, because it doesn't really hold much water. As far as I'm concerned, let them just go back home and go and rebuild for the next competition. 3rd place does not really matter like that. So that's just my opinion, and I think everybody is entitled to their opinion in a more democratic settings like ours. So long ball forward, and it went straight to the Egyptian. And Egypt building up from defense to attack. But let me go separate these two sides before halftime. Well, only time can tell if any goal will separate these sides for halftime. And foul, and it's a free kick to Nigeria in that one. So the referee says it's a free kick in favor of Chelsea in that one. 65th minute, still Chelsea leading 1-0. Back to the Nigeria game at the 22nd minute of that one. And Fatih is down. The Egyptian player is down. And play restarts in that encounter. Egypt. A short pass and trying to build up from defense to attack, attacking down the right. Set it up down the left to Trezeguet. And tries to call back in to Anchor. And Egypt wins back possession after temporarily losing it to Nigeria. And Egypt just lost a chance right there. Lost a good chance. To take the lead in that one. That was a good opportunity, but they couldn't convert. Now Liverpool-Burnley is now 1-1 in that encounter. Cross into the box by the Egyptian, still in danger area. Nigeria will clear their lines, send it back. The Egyptians will also take this one and attack with it again. So and Tottenham just made it 1-1. They are back in it. Yes, they are back in it. The London derby is going ahead as planned. Chelsea Brentford also a London derby. And derbies right, left, and center. The first derby today was the Manchester derby, which ended Manchester United winning that one 2-0. Another derby is the Chelsea Brentford London derby. Another derby also today is Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham United. Currently 64th minute in that encounter, 1-1 it is. So I think the only game that a team is leading in this goal rush is just the Chelsea game. That Chelsea, I must say that Chelsea has been lucky so far in this encounter. So Egypt trying to calm the tempo of the game, trying to see where they can break this stubborn Nigerian defense down. So Egypt set the ball down the right to Anil, sorry. Returns it back to Rabia. Back to the goalkeeper, Shobia. Shobia will send it to Swabi. And Egypt are trying to slow down the tempo of the game to actually build up from defense to attack right there. So Marco Carella won a corner kick for Chelsea. So Chelsea will have a corner kick at the 70th minute of that one. Back to the Egypt-Nigeria game. And a long pass forward for Trezeguet to chase. Intercepted by Osai. But Asher wins it. That is straight. And Egypt will attack down the right with you still in possession. Musala with the ball right here. What can he do with the ball? Drops it for his teammate Asher. Turns it back Rabia at the back. And yes, Egypt looks more like the better side. They pass off and a cross into the box. Nwabali. And oh, they almost conceded right there. And the attempt took a deflection. And it's going to be a corner kick to Egypt. So far, so good for Egypt. They've been the better side so far. Well, though the Nigerian side is more like the second team, because a lot of our key players, I think Osimhen and Ndidi, already went back to Turkey, and where they ply their trade. And yeah, who will blame them? They've won the silver medal last AFCON, so they won't really value a bronze medal right there. So, and Fofana considered a corner kick that was needless as far as I'm concerned. So, approaching the 29 minutes of that encounter, very close to the half-hour mark. It's still 0-0 in that one. You can see children raising the flags of Nigeria. Some are the side of the Egyptians. Either ways, you just want to enjoy football and you want to enjoy everything that comes with the world of football right there. So it is what it is. Brentford has a corner kick. And the referee will have a word with Moises Caicedo. Oh, Osimhen and Ndidi are on the bench today. Wow. I thought they already left back to their clubs. And Bruno runs down the left and across into the box. Oh, headed out by the Egyptian player right there. To what could have been the first goal for Nigeria, but Asha chased it. But Sai defends it well. Oh, that's another golden chance for Brentford. The number 9 couldn't get his head on target, Thiago. He should be doing better from that situation. My goodness, that's a free header. Look at that's a free header and he couldn't direct his header on target. Look at it. Tries to put it and the goalkeeper just left it that is already going out of play. So Bruno attacks down the left with the ball for Nigeria and he will cross this one straight to the goalkeeper. And I think that the crosses that are coming in, the Super Eagles can do better as far as I'm concerned, especially from Bruno Oyemaechi. So we'll be expecting your messages on our live chat. Let us see what you feel and what you think about these games that's currently going on. And in the Chelsea game, 74th minute, Chelsea is currently bringing on Liam Delap for João Pedro, who scored the only goal in this game so far. And just gotta say it, João Pedro hasn't had the best of game in this encounter. And Sunderland has taken the lead against Crystal Palace. And that's the only difference so far in those fixtures. So Egypt back in possession of the ball. Oh, they will try to attack the Nigerian side. Down the left, Trezeguet. Headed out by Shimi Ajayi. And Egypt are back. It has been a dominating first half for Egypt. Egypt has been the by far better side. Egypt has been the by far better side. And Chelsea has a penalty kick at the 76th minute of that encounter. Sometimes football isn't fair because Brentford has been all over Chelsea since Chelsea got that goal. And but it's Chelsea. That's a penalty right there. Kopama will take it, and he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And Chelsea now lead 2-0 in that encounter. So back to the Egypt-Nigeria game. It's the 33rd approaching the 34th minute in that encounter. Long ball forward. They will attack the space and set it down the right for Rabia right there, and a long cross. Oh, there was too much weight on that one. And if the Nigerian team keeps sitting back like this, I think they will concede from one of these Egyptian crosses. And Chelsea now lead 2-0 in that encounter against Brentford. And you just have to say, Chelsea has been really lucky today. Because, hey, if not for that, I don't think Chelsea would be leading at this point in time, because Brentford had a lot of chances and they failed to convert right here. And Nigeria attacking with the ball. And Moses Simon set it for his teammate. Pass for Onuachu, who tries to dribble. No, for Akko Adams, who tries to dribble and wins a corner kick to Nigeria. So, a corner kick to Nigeria at the 35th minute of that one. And let's see if we'll get a goal from this situation. And it looks like Moses Caicedo has been a shadow of himself since this game has been on. Enzo set it up straight for his teammate Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto dribble past his marker, drops it, and he will shoot. The shot was blocked. And Nigeria back in possession in that one. So Nigeria attacking down the left. Moses Simon with the ball. Try to take it across right there. Can somebody be at the end of it? Oh! Chukwueze was there, but his header was saved. The cross again. And the header goes in. And Akko Adams gets its, I think, his third goal of the tournament. While Nigeria lead 1-0. Nigeria lead 1-0 against Egypt. Egypt has been dominating, but Nigeria has converted their chance right there. And it's Nigeria 1, Egypt 0. Look at that cross. Chukwueze arrived, parried by the goalkeeper, and he chipped it straight to Akko Adams, who heads it into the back of the net. And I think that goal will count for Paul Onuachu, because the header touched his. Is that a mistake? It touched the head of Paul Onuachu, which deceives the goalkeeper, and the ball went straight into the back of the net. So Nigeria lead in that third place fixture 1-0. And one of the revelations of the tournament has to be Akko Adams, because he has really been a shining light for the Nigerian national team so far in this tournament. So it looks like the Egyptian coach was like trying to tell the referee maybe there was an elbow incident against his player right there, but Let's see what the referee will say. And VAR check and the decision. VAR checking the goal, and the goal might be chopped offside. And I think the goal might be chopped off for foul leading to goal. So that will be a free kick to, if I'm not mistaken, I think. So VAR cancels the goal and it will be a free kick to Egypt. And also a yellow card to Paul Onuachu. Why give a yellow card to a guy that the hand is I think, yeah, you can say a free kick, but to give a yellow card, I don't know. The officiating in this AFCON has not really been the best. So I think CAF needs to do something about it. They really need to do something about it. So the Nigerian goal has been chopped off for foul leading to goal. So game on in that encounter. And one thing this will do to the Egyptians is they will be more aware that, hey, the game is not over. You can be in control of the game and not really be in charge. So I think it's one thing they need to pay attention to right there. And in the Chelsea game still remain 2-0 at the 83rd minute of that one. And the Nigerian game now at the 40th minute of that encounter. Egyptians back in possession of the ball. Just a play from defense to attack. Trezeguet with the ball. Places in his teammate running at the box. Set a pass straight for Sobey. And with the ball right there, drops it for Ashaw. Now Ashaw set it straight for Trezeguet. And I think that should be an offside if I'm not mistaken. And that's a foul on the Nigerian player right there. Taken quickly, Osai carelessly lost possession and cleared by Shemi Ajayi. Back to the Egyptian. Trezeguet with Sobia with the ball. And it's Fati in possession of the ball right here. And Leshin also chases Trezeguet. Nigeria wins back possession. Nigeria will try to attack down the left with the ball. And they do something from this attack. Bruno Yemechi runs and a cross into the box. Straight out for a goal kick to Egypt. I think Bruno Yemechi needs to do well with his runs and all, because it's very important. And Achipong and Ato is being brought on, is coming on for Chelsea. Is James and Enzo Fernandez has been withdrawn. So 85 minutes, Chelsea lead 2 goals to 0. And you just have to say, Chelsea has just really been lucky in this encounter. Brentford has really come at them, but they've not been able to convert their chances. If they had converted their chances, I think Chelsea will be in serious trouble. And Chukwueze tries to pick the run of Paul Onuachu, and that is a foul. And Paul Onuachu better be careful, because he's already on a yellow card. And if he's not careful, if he gets the second booking, that will be an offside. And that will be a red card to the tall man. Or some will say long man. Really with his presence in front of goal. So 43rd minute of that encounter, still Egypt nil, Nigeria nil in that fixture. So we are gradually running straight to halftime, and I think this will be the second game that, third game that Nigeria will be going into the halftime nil-nil. The first one I think was the Algeria game, the second Morocco, and the third is Egypt. So game one in that encounter, Egypt will attack. The pass to Salah didn't get to him. Nigeria wins back possession. Bruno set it straight to Shemi Ajayi. Shemi Ajayi with the ball, placing Osai. Chukwueze tries to turn his marker, and the referee says that was a free kick against Egypt right there. So game one in that one, still Egypt nil, Nigeria nil, and anytime from now it will be halftime in that fixture. So hey, there's still a lot to come on here. A lot to come on. And Nigeria will start play from the throw-in. Osai straight to Onyedika. Onyedika with that cross, blocked by the... Oh, that's a tackle on Onyedika. And that will be a free kick. And I think that should be a yellow card. That should be a yellow card. As far as I'm concerned. You can see Victor Osimhen on the bench. And it looks like he picked a knock. Calvin Bassey also up there. So free kick taken by Nigeria, headed out by the Egyptians. And still Nigeria in possession. Moses Simon with the ball right here. And damn, who's that forgot the ball behind? And that's another yellow card to Moses Simon, the captain of the Super Eagles right there. So Moses Simon is now also on a yellow card. So 3 minutes additional time is what will be added on. 4 minutes is what will be added on already in the first minute of additional time in this first half. And it is still Nigeria nil, Egypt nil, and for your information, a goal has been chopped off for Nigeria that was ruled out for foul, leading to a goal. And Liverpool Burnley still 1-1 at the first minute of additional time. So, hey, what is happening over there? What is going on down there? So let's see if there will be a goal in this first half. And it's just like the Nigerian team has not really come to the party in this game. Yeah, the goal came run of play, but Egypt has been way better than the Nigerian side. And it's one thing that they need to improve on. They really need to improve on it, the Nigerian side. They need to do better than they've done so far. So if it stays like this in the game between Chelsea and Brentford, that means Chelsea will be 6th on the table, 2 points behind the 4th place Liverpool, and 1 point ahead of Brentford, also 1 point ahead of Sunderland. So if Newcastle wins their game, Newcastle will leapfrog Chelsea on the table And so let's just see how the weekend ends at the end of the day. So, hey, game on in those ones. But right now, Chelsea will celebrate this one because, hey, they need to come back to winning ways in the league. So 7 minutes additional time it will be at the end of the 90 for Chelsea Football Club. And already in the 3rd minute, approaching the 4th minute of additional time in that Nigeria-Egypt game right there. It has been a calm game, not much pressure. The two teams are just like, sizing each other up. And not really in that mojo, high tempo mojo so far. So let's just see what will happen at the end of the day. So already in the last minute of additional time, it's still Egypt nil, Nigeria and Egypt playing and set the ball forward for his teammate, drops it up, but Nigeria wins it back. Onyedika wins it back and still with the ball. And Onyedika, I think his decision making, he really needs to improve on that. His decision making, he needs to improve. And that's very important. And Egypt will set a pass forward. And Shemi Ajayi says that's an offside. But hey, that would be a throw-in. Oh, the referee says it's half time in that one. So half time, Egypt nil, Nigeria nil. Straight to that Chelsea game already in the 3rd minute of additional time. Chelsea leading 2-0. But in football, you never can say never until it is over. You never say it's over. So let's just see if anything will happen in this encounter. So Brentford currently in possession of the ball. Will cross the ball into the box. That was cleared by Wesley Fofana right there. That was cleared by Wesley Fofana. There's a substitution for Brentford. The number 45 is coming on in the 4th minute of additional time for Yamuluk. Yamuluk comes off for Donovan for Brentford. Brentford will try to salvage something from this game. You can never say never. Anything can happen in football. And also, Chelsea can also extend their lead right there. And a cross, but Roberto Sanchez will grab this one easily. And will keep it to himself till the guys are out of the box right there. And Roberto Sanchez will send this one long forward and to no man's land. Already in the 5th minute of additional time, Chelsea still leading 2-0. And the clock is ticking. The time is gradually winding down. A long ball forward. Fofana clears it. Going to be a throw-in to Brentford. Going to Brentford. And the the guy of Nigerian descent will take this one long throw-in. And his name is Kayode. Kayode still with the ball. Opama drops it forward for Neto, but Neto couldn't keep it in play. The shot. Fofana heads it away. And it's going to be a corner kick to Brentford. He heads it away right there. So Brentford taking the better share of the ball possession with 9 corner kicks, and they've not been able to convert one. Wow. It is a performance for Brentford, but they need to convert their chances. Look at that shot. Oh, that was close. I think luck has just been against Brentford in this encounter. They've really, really played well. Took the game to Chelsea. These are one of the games that Chelsea will know. If they win this, that will be a game that they've been, one of those games that they've been really, really lucky today to get all 3 points. Really, really lucky, if you ask me from my own point of view right there. So Maiwa still with the ball. We set it up for his teammate down the right, and Brentford still attacking. And we try to salvage anything they can get from this encounter. No giving up until it is over. And still running down the left, Kukaila concedes a throw-in right there. I think they will leave it to Maiwa to come and send it straight into the box right there. And so Maiwa will send this one short and into the box. A cross. Fofana blocks. And still around the box, shot blocked again by Andre Santos. 7 minutes additional time gone. The referee says it's all over. Chelsea wins 2-0. Don't forget, it is the game of football. Anything can happen right there. So Chelsea wins 2-0. Nigeria at halftime. Egypt nil, Nigeria nil. We'll go for a very short break. Next up will be second half feeds from the Nigerian national team. So from future stars to present superstars under pressure. And yes, Osimhen controversy, star in AFCON hot water. Victor Osimhen's fiery temperament has once again sparked debate at AFCON. His intensity defines Nigeria's attack, but critics worry it could cross the line at crucial moments. Let's start from here. Is Osimhen's aggression a weapon Nigeria needs or a ticking time bomb?
I think it's a ticking time bomb because when it explodes, it's going to explode in everybody's